welcome to another edition of Press Review right here on Luntha television. This is a program where we get to give you some of the major stories carried in our local publications. My name is Vincent Kwakwara and my comrade
Bridget Mwanoka.
So I have the Daily Times and you have...
and I have the Nation newspaper.
You go first.
Okay, on the front page of the Nation newspaper, there is an interesting story. 1,628 babies born on Christmas Day. Malawi recorded 1,628 births on Christmas Day this year, representing a 15.8% increase from 1,400 babies born on the same day last year. Data made available to the nation as compiled by the Ministry of Health shows that of the new Christmas babies, 835 were females, while 793 were males.
Wow. Though we should celebrate that people have been gifted with babies, but it should also be like a heads up for our country in terms of planning, because this should also tell us that our population is increasing day in, day out.
Yes.
So we should plan in terms of our healthy system, because in the near future, these babies will need to go to school. These babies will need healthy care.
Yes.
So as a country, we should prepare in a good way.
But I'm looking at it, we're talking about 1,608. How about other days? We have a long way to go.
Because this is an increase to comparing to what we had last year. In the same period last year, we had 1,400, which is an increase.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but we need to get prepared.
Yeah.
Because this is just for Christmas. How about New Year?
And what about those we failed to
record?
Register?
Yes.
Because I understand somehow, but Zamba,
But anyways, congratulations to the mothers and fathers.
Yeah, exactly. All right, going into the Daily Times, OPC hooked in AIP tactics. The story reads, the Office of the President and Cabinet, OPC, has asked government ministries, departments and agencies to release official trucks and station wagons to help in the distribution of fertilizer under the Affordable Imports Program, AIP.
The AIP saga.
AIP is a messy. Every day we hear new strides when it comes to AIP distribution. And
I think we're not doing great on that.
This tells that the government wasn't well prepared when it comes to AIP, because mvula inayamba kalikali komano alimi sakupeza fertilizer mu nthawi yake yoyenera, which is very bad. Because tikamakamba nkhani ya ulimi ndi chinthu chimene manena kuti no even angwazi kali adatsa kamba konena kuti chuma cha Malawi chili mu nthaka, komano pakadali pano zinthu zukhanga liti kumachita mosemphanitsa mo vice versa. Alimi akulirabe chifukwa tikamakamba nkhani ya distribution. The government could have been prepared way back. My preparation stages out. Up to date, they weren't prepared. As
if they were not aware that certain things are going to happen, which is sad.
Very sad. Because this should tell us come next year. Malawi akonzokala pamoto. Malawi akonzokala ninjala, which is very bad. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's something to do with AIP, but this time around fertilizer, so it's a little bit related. Still on the front page of the Nation newspaper, Embassy for the fertilizer deal, and the subtitle reads, established that engaged firm deals in textiles. Partly, details have emerged that Malawi's embassy in China in March this year stopped the signing of a fertilizer supply contract after it turned out that the purported Chinese supplier dealt in textiles and not fertilizer.
Malawi drama group. That's what we like to call it.
I think we joke too much.
We joke too much as a country, because there is no way we can appoint a textile company to supply with fertilizer. And way back, we also told that buchala inasankhidwa na kuti nkomera kugula kufitiriza, which is sad. Tivomereze mwaso tikambi wona kuti alipo wina wake amene akumabweretsa nyasi zimenezi. Chifukwa sizono nina kuti nanga ino anthu ogulitsa nsalu obweretsa malita kansalu
akagulitse fertilizer.
Koma tithokoze titu a embassy yathu amene ali ku China kuti anachiona chanzeru kuti asavomereze zinthu zoyipa zimenezi.
Yeah, but then we still have a long way to go. I repeat, because as a country, I think but I don't know what else we can do apart from the prayers which we had last week. Because moving forward, things might move from bad to worse.
Prayers only are not enough, but we should take precautionary measures which are going to at least this this is unbecoming behavior. As a government, they have to sit down. And pamena apezeke kuti akumakhala ndi thupa tsogolo pa madeals ngati amene awa ndikwabwino kuti amalawi tadziwe tikadziwa kena kono lamulo
they should be taken to book.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, going to the Daily Times, there is a story which says MCP UTM mute on alliance review. Malawi Congress Party, MCP and UTM have kept under wraps the outcome of the discussion the two parties had to evaluate their alliance. The Tonse alliance from the word go.
The agreement wasn't clear.
It wasn't clear, and up to date it is not clear. So if you have to go inside the story, Kaliati and Esnoam Kaka, they are all mute. And I should quote what Mkaka said. He said, I can only talk about MCP issues. While Kaliati said, we are waiting for the right time for them to tell us what they had. Yes. The discussion, I understand, took place somewhere in June, July this year. So it's after some months. And yet we don't know what transpired into their meeting, which is sad. And what Nkaka said here, I can only talk about MCP issues. This should also tell us that something is not good inside their agreement. Something. And even I should quote what one of the alliance parties, which is AFOD, said.
There is a statement, right?
Yeah, there is a statement, and I in this to Branta, akupanga renew chipani chawo kukonzekera nthuzisankho za 2025, and they also revealed na kuti come 2025 they are going to go solo as I mabawo kanditu chifukwa aona kuti iwo ngati afford agreement yawo ndi mgwirizano watonse umene samapatsidwa danga loti ndikukhala ndi sei pamene boma likuyenera kuyendesa.
Something interesting, I don't know if I should call it interesting, but something dramatic happened ku parliament imene yangu thai zinapezeka kuti aphungu a UTM, a independent, a DPP ndi ena otero, they like ganged up against MCP. Ukhanga kuti adzitanimo adziruluka, even mabiro ena chakumapetopeto kumapezeka kuti makhanga kuti boma likutani likuluza, looking at the number of people from UTM, people from independent, and those from DPP. So I think that's also a heads up. Tinganene choncho limwina aona kuti zinthu sizili pabwino.
Zinthu sizili pabwino kukhala banja likhoza nkona kuti anthu akukhala kuti angolirana chabe komano ubale weniweni kapenapo utonse alliance omwe tinaona akusainirana pakamuzu Institute of Sports ubale umene ubalibepo chimwemwe chimene chinali mmasaya achakwera ndachilima patsiku limene lija pakadali pano nzona kuti zikumasowasowa sili kumazionaso, which is very sad.
Okay, so moving on to business, NSO engages stakeholders on data dissemination, and partly the story reads, the National Statistical Office, NSO, has engaged government ministries, departments and agencies, as well as other stakeholders on Malawi data dissemination platforms. Speaking during the training in Lilongwe on Friday, NSO Principal Coordinator Richard Piri said the agency engaged the stakeholders to ensure data accessibility in the country.
Yeah.
awawa ndi amene akhale patsogolo mwina kuwerengera anthu amene akubadwa daily chifukwa ngati tikuti pa Christmas pokha 16 chanchanu ngoko ndi kuti
1628
yes kwa ino loweza wakonso adabadwa pa Christmas kapena
adzabadwe pa Christmas
chabwino but all in all I think tiye ndipitirize kwa alembera anawa akamabadwa kuti tidzidziwa if at all we prepare as a country
tikungwenera konzekera chifukwa zambiri zimafunika ana akamabadwa.
You mentioned of healthcare, education malowa olima akadzakula things like those so yeah
even iso aescom ngakhale magetsi amazimazima mbuyo akuyeneranso kukonzekera mazindikira kuti no kodi pa zaka zobwerazi anthu amene adzafune magetsi ndangati data yake ine makhala ikuwunikira zinthu ngati zimenezi ndi imeneyi.
Okay.
Going into the Daily Times, there is a story which says economic outlook still mixed. The first paragraph reads, economic outlook for 2023 and beyond remains mixed, with the gross domestic product, GDP growth projection by the World Bank pointing to a below target rate of 2.2%. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take another one, last one on international column. MCCCI rules a poor business climate, says that 2023 could turn out to be a difficult year. Malawi Confederation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, that's MCCCI, has declined to the tough business operating environment characterized by electricity supply disruptions, shortage of forex exchange, and devaluation of the kwacha as factors undermining business operators.
Yeah, I would say 2022 has been a mixed year where Malawians had to go through economic challenges. They had to go through tough times because the devaluation of kwacha impacted a lot on Malawians. Tinaona ndithu katundu mashopu mukukwera ndithu
daily umatu ukapita lero kwachipeza chinthu kupita after 2 days uchipeza kuti pamene chinali pachasuntha.
Window shopping isima nonka kanthu 2022 and they say now would no come 2023
zinthu zikhala ways
things komano ngati dziko ndikothekaso ndithu kukonza kuti mwina mwake Amalawi come 2023
akhala kusangalala. Okay, I'm looking at it in this direction. Zinthu zikudziwika kuti sitikupanga bwino chifukwa chani, as it has been indicated here kuti kuzimazima kwa magetsi kubwezeretsa mbuyo ntchito za business ndi malonda, shortage of currency zimene zonso zikupangitsa
foreign currency, that is
yes foreign currency zikupangitsa so kuti zinthu zisamende bwino especially our economy, and we are talking of the devaluation of kwacha. Ndekuti zinthuzo zikudziwika kuti okay as a country sitikuchita bwino chifukwa cha zinthu izi. Komanso pena I think I attended a certain function. There was a certain guy I'm not going to mention komano ndi akuluakulu wa university ona za economics anena kuti ifeso ngati ma economics sitikuthandiza boma cause atsogoleratu sitikuwauza chilungamo chenicheni. It's like we are scared or we are tukumaopa kunena kuti okay if we come to the open and say the truth or tell akuluakulu
anthu naso munthu ukamapereka uthenga kwa munthu umayamba kaye walingalira kuti uthenga kumene ndi upiritsako munthu uthenga aulandire kudaka aulandira pangapo chani because we have had my cases whereby anthu akhala kulankhula pa zinthu zosiyanasiyana mdziko muno komano amangonena kuti no we're going to take action koma sitimaona kuti no boma lapangapo chani pofuna upanga address vuto ngati limeneyi. We have had my cases for instance nkhani ya AIP ya ndalama zimene dziko la Malawi linaberedwa pofuna kupeza ndithu fertilizer amene akuti adagula kubucha mpaka na lero sitinapezebe kuti ndalamazi mdziko muno zinabwera kapena zibwererire. Amalawi sakudziwabe nkhani ngati imeneyi.
Chabwino. Let's proceed. I'm taking another one. I know you because if I don't stop you, you continue talking. Take another one.
All right. There is a story which says market dealers fear over kwacha misalignment. The story is the Financial Market Dealers Association of Malawi has said the exchange rate for misalignment between kwacha and the dollar is a recipe for skyrocketing inflation. Okamba kwake kumena kuti no kwacha ndi dollar mukazika ndithu pa scale kwacha si uchitabe bwino zimene zili zomvetsa chisoni. Story imene ikonza kulingana konso pang'ono ndi story imene wawerenga ya Nation kunena kuti no izi ngati zili chonchi amalawi ayembekezerebe kuti moyo ukhale wanyunyunyu, moyo ukhalebe ovuta, moyo ukhalebe owawa. So amalawi tenti zikonzeketsereni ino ndi nthawi yoti anthu tisamakondenso ndithu ndalama zathu kumango spenda mwachibwanabwana.
Tiye ndizipanga mabajeti oyenerera.
Mabajeti oyenerera.
Osaka ndalama ako sizikumapezeka.
Amalawi tikulimbikira koma tikulimbikira mu nthaka yolakwika.
Njabwino, moving on to international. Chitsekedi, that's Chitsekedi, DRC president.
Yes.
Chitsekedi under fire over EAC peacekeepers in DRC. Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC President Felix Chitsekedi has come under fire for allegedly pushing his country towards the breaking point by bringing in foreign soldiers to tackle international security crisis.
All right. There is a story in the Daily Times with the headline reads, China ends quarantine for travelers in January. The story reads, China will scrap quarantine for travelers from January 8, officials said, marking the last major shifts from country's zero COVID policy. This is a good development. This also have a positive impact on poor countries because anthu avutika. China ndi dziko limodzi limene anthu timadalira nkhani za malonda, so iyi ndi nkhani yabwino imene anthu tikuyenera kumwetera.
Kumano, I understand kuti ma cases a COVID-19 ambokwera so many, which means izizabanga alengeza chonje kumano there might be a U-turn on that decision. So yeah, it's true.
Though this is a good development, but still there are some measures we should consider.
Yes. Yes, please. So moving on to arts and culture, that's my favorite part or my favorite column of news of the newspaper. Malawians urged to embrace local languages and culture. Partly, the story reads, Malawians have been encouraged to embrace their local language as well as their traditional way of life. Lost History Malawi member Paliani Jingu made the remarks on Monday during the Kwanzaa event organized by Nzika and Lost History Foundation in Namiwawa. That's a Luntha.
Wow. When we are talking about culture, there are a number of things that we do consider when we are referring to culture, as well as language, food. So tikamakamba nkhani ya chilankhulo ni nkhani imene imakhala ndi kuthekera popititsa patsogolo zinthu zingapo angakhalenso chitukuko cha dziko chifukwa language ndi imene it is very paramount when it comes to my issues ambiri, even my economic issues.
Yeah.
All right. In the Daily Times, there is a story with the headline Vilekeke Night of Laughter passes test. The story reads, Ugandan comedian Ticha Mpamile and South African famous TikTok Tsonela Moyo, popularly known as Moses, made people's expectation on Boxing Day when they mesmerized their comics during the Vilekeke Night of Laughter at Bingo International Convention Center, BICC, in the capital, Lilongwe.
I think Nyau is making progress.
Yeah,
and
very.
And Malawi see my Is it this year or it was last year? So this other guy from, is it Botswana? So I think I would be talking of Mr. Mpamile, Uyoyo Moses, you and Antonina would say, what who are not who are posa so
we know some sugar. All right. We should applaud what Nyau is doing. It is commendable. Last
time Nyau came up with that. I think it should be end last year. You know how it is in Malawi. Yes, 40 Nwankazi basi ai.
Ifeso ramuna zimachitika kuti ndithu akazi
kodi ndondo lisimbula boyera ifasi zimaveka
sina pandabwera boyera pano pa TV ndabwera boyera.
Yeah, but when you are trying to assist financially or ndimaganizo jabe muthandiza muntu, help that person from deep down of your heart, not because you expect something in return. That doesn't work, at least for me. Yeah, so that's that.
All right, utenga ndo meneo nditu tisamatengelepo advantage yamwayi pofuna nditu
advantage yamwayi
chifukwa anthu ena ramaonjeza.
Okay, moving on to the back page of the Nation newspaper, that's local sports. Chisale knocks out Tanzanian opponent, and apparently the story, Malawian female boxers continue to make the country proud on the international stage following Luntha Blood Chocolate Chisale's second round knockout victory over host Tanzanian Lukia Nazarene in an 8th round non-title welterweight fight on Boxing Day. Wow. That's something good and to celebrate.
Something to celebrate. That was a knockout.
Yes.
Mlaundi tu muntu kugwanayo jagana. That was good. There is a story, a very sad story. Amalawi, Ndijani. All right, the story headline reads 6 nabbed over pool looting. The story reads, Kaware police have arrested 6 people for allegedly stealing building materials valued at over 6 million at the aquatic sports complex, which is situated at Kamuzu Institute for Sports in Lilongwe.
Anthu abaso anthu fesiti funaso chitukuko
amalawi chitukuko chinatula kapati chitukuko.
And I remember some weeks back tinapanga host ma regional 5 games and cholinga chopanga malowa wawo osambirapo akuti damu losambirapo inanena kuti mwina dziko lathu lino likideko pa map kuti mwina lili ndi zinthu zabwino komano just a few days after kumaliza mpikisano umenewu umene tapanga host various people from outside the country and habito chola zimene. It's the same as mwina mapolo amagetsi. I remember ndona za magetsi anena kuti okay, as much as boma tikulephera ngati feyo koma nanga inu ya Malawi mulibe
ukuchitapo chani
because amapezula anthu amaba ma transformer kumapanga cha. So I think we want to move forward. Samangoti boma.
So it's like the government is trying to move us from this level to another level.
From point A to point B.
So to makatu ukachotsanso tikusikwezera mboyo ngati I'm tempted. The suspects have been identified as Naftali Kasisa, 29, Zagazo Muzibanti, 29, Lazarus Chakaza, 34, Triza Samson,
21,
23, Levison Nkoma, 29, Chosa Ziwa Nkomalilo, 48, and Umari Damisoni, 35. This is very bad. Tigwenla kuti tisinthe mbuyo mutakhatukamba nkhani ya mindset change amalawi tigwenla tisinthe kaganisidwe kathu tikamaona nkhani zachitukuko
tiziganiza mwangwiro. Okay, there is an interesting story because I'm in Ghana, so I'll take this one. I saw it there, but I would want you to take it. The headline reads, Arteta hails Wenger influence, and partly Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says club great Arsene Wenger picked the right moment to go back to Emirates Stadium as he saw them underline their title credentials when they beat West Ham United 3-0. 3-1. We are on top.
But I'm surprised we have no story for Manu.
Yeah.
Manu also had to beat. Was it 3-0? But still, Manu also
Thank you so much.
All right, it is on that note that we come to the end of our program, Press Review.
Yeah, so today we took you through some of the stories appearing on the Nation newspaper and of course
the Daily Times.
They are both going at 1,000 kwacha. So you can grab a copy and kalangati kuti kukwangula kungowayawaaya kuona
sinangowayawaaya kungokwera pamwamba chabe koma mukafuna kuwerenga zambiri za newspaper amenewa
mene chiwerengero chana amene chakwerera obata pa Christmas mufuna muitsatire bwino nkhani imeneyi, you can grab a copy. Yeah, so
only 1,000.
Only 1,000.
Yes.
Only as it is panoba 1,000 ndi ndalama yochuluka komabe anyways aneba atagula inu mutu okabwerekawo kuti mutani kuti muwerenge fanchiro za newspaper nzambiri tilekere pamenepo. You've been with me Bridget Manoka and my colleague here
Vincent Kwakwala.
Thank you for watching and continue watching Luntha television because we still have a number of programs lined up for you. Good morning.